What's going on? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the shit show. We're going to have a wonderful time tonight. And yes, tonight I am wearing new spectacles. And if you ever see the line in there, yup, Big Daddy got a fucking bifocals. So fuck y'all if you don't like bifocals. Big Tricky Nick, what up, my guy? That's my man right there. Big Man Bassin, that's my other big guy right there. So this feels really weird tonight for some reason. Anyway, we got a really special guest for you guys tonight. Real special guest. Hold on. Hi. Oh man. So as everybody knows, this month I've been doing law enforcement or first responders, basically, just to give a tribute to everybody that puts their neck on the line for the people that need us. But also too, don't forget, this month is also Wear Your Gray, because it is Brain Tumor Awareness Month or Brain Cancer Awareness Month. I don't really know the difference. Figure that out. I better put I thought I had it on. Oh, this one. Sorry, you guys. Mr. Officer, these are not my pants. That's the name of this show. Hello from Alabama. What's going on, Mr. Fed Up in Alabama? Hello from Oklahoma. That's how we roll. We live in the state that looks like a fifth wheel trailer, or as my man Big Tricky Nick says, travel trailer, right? I mean, is that what it was, Nick? Travel trailer? I said fifth wheel, you said travel trailer. Wendy Wen says, welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. Thank you. But we do have a special guest. Feel free to ask questions. Anything. Pretty much anything goes. And if this particular person does not want to answer him, not going to answer him. He'll just basically say, hey, man, I don't feel comfortable answering them. And I turned off his comments just so he could focus on the conversation that me and him are having, rather than all focusing in on the question or the comments. So if I see a good question or whatever, and we're in mid-sentence, or mid-conversation, I didn't skip you. I probably will scroll back and click it up. But I got y'all. Oh, gooseneck. That's whatever, bro. Leave me alone. I wasn't born in Oklahoma. I wasn't born in the South. You know what I mean? I lived in Florida. I don't think they had goosenecks in Florida. They probably had, like, I don't know, whale tails. If everybody knows what a fucking whale tail is, let me hear you say whale tail. I'm just playing. I loved it when whale tails. Anyway, we're gonna bring him out. He's a good friend of mine. We met, I believe, in 2018. Going through my academy, and great guy. Whatever. But anyway, we're gonna bring him out. You guys show him some love. All right. I mean, or you don't have to. We don't have to. You don't want me to bring him out? That's right. Whale tails, bro. Whale tails. What's up, my man?
You're killing me, man. I'm dying over here.
Yeah, welcome to the show where all your hopes and dreams go right down the fucking toilet.
I have a feeling they will.
They probably won't.
Well, I hope not.
They might not. So anyway, how long have you been on Mr. TikTok?
Ooh. Maybe 2 years. Maybe
2 years. There you go. Oh, Wendy's throwing up a round of applause.
Not long enough. Oh, hey, thanks.
Now, so you're in law enforcement now, right?
Yes.
Sweet. How long have you been dabbling in law enforcement?
So I started reserving in 2014. I started out with the sheriff's office close by, and then I decided to move to a municipality. It's a lot more fun. For me, at least. We have a little bit more action.
Yeah.
We don't chase cows all day. So
no. No, especially here in Oklahoma. I do know that if you chase the cows, bro, they're like, we got a cow out. Reports of cattle out on County
Yeah.
Road 2610.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm just I hear that all the time, and I'm like so glad they're doing it, not me. So Clinton says, welcome.
Good.
We're here. We are here. We actually met in was it 2018?
Whenever you got certified. So yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, just so you know, we were doing building clearing, and he was the crazy guy in the building clearing. And my whole squad, they ended up getting shot. And I had to dick behind a wall. I had to dip behind a wall and call for backup. And then I heard backup's like 2 or 3 minutes out. I was like, isn't this some shit? So once backup came out, this gentleman right here, okay, fire officer, he was hanging out in the other room just adjacent from me. And I thought, I'm going to get him. And he kept poking his head out. And then he was laughing, because it was, golly, it was in a Santa asylum.
That was at the
Mm-hmm.
school for the, yeah.
So, yeah. And you poked out, and I said, if you better come out here, or I'm going to make your birth certificate a worthless document. And everybody stopped. Everybody paused and was like, what the hell did I just say? And true story. And it did. It worked. So Davin's asking, what is the most dangerous police report? The paperwork.
Yeah. That's 90% of the job,
that
man.
Sucks.
Is he meaning like reported call, or is he what do you mean, Davion or Davon?
Probably.
How do you say his name?
I think it's Davin.
Davin? Yeah,
I think it's Davin. I keep screwing it up, and I know I do, but he always comes in, he's always watching. You know, his dad, is it his dad, Wendy? They do a I had them on the show, the Wayward Soul Searchers. And it was paranormal activities and stuff. It's on past episodes. So it was actually a really good episode.
Cool.
He says reported call. So what was your most dangerous reported call?
Domestics, man.
Yeah.
Domestics are the most dangerous call. I mean, even I guess a traffic stop could be one of the worst, but really your domestics are the ones you got to watch for, because you don't know what you're getting into. Right.
And you got to watch everybody.
Yep.
Separate them.
Yep.
So it's like what's like one of the first things you do when you enter in a like a domestic. Do you immediately start looking for the aggressor, or do you just start pulling people and start separating? You go stand over here like a parent.
Well, I'm scanning first. I mean, I'm not going to go talk to anybody other than the person that answers, obviously. But you go in. This is the way I do things. You scan, make sure there's no weapons visible. Then you go to separating people,
right?
And hope that your backup gets there soon, because if there's multiples, you're on a bad side of things.
It's like you versus maybe 4 people, 5 people.
Yeah, for sure.
That sucks, dude. That is a dangerous one. I know traffic stops are, because you have no idea who that person is, or you have no idea who you're walking up on.
Right.
So you do it.
Do it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We had an officer last month made a traffic stop on a guy. He ended up having like an AK-47 in the floorboard. And the officer went to go pull him out. He decided he was going to try to run the officer over. I mean, they get dangerous real fast. They flip a switch in a matter of minutes. From the time you get up there to the time you go back to your car. I mean, it'd be cool 1 minute, and then you get to your car, and all of a sudden you're in a pursuit. Yeah. So, yeah. That's no joke. It happens fast.
Ridiculous. Do you do a lot of, do you kind of go back and forth from like, driver side approach and then passenger side approach? You just kind of toggle between them both?
It depends. Depends on traffic flow, place to stop. I mean, the mood I'm in. I mean, If there's multiples, a lot of times I'll do a passenger side approach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just got myself into the groove of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like the passenger side, especially if it's like there's like heavy traffic or whatever. I'm gonna go hang out on the passenger side.
well, not only that, but everybody you stop is expecting you to show up on the driver's side of the vehicle just because that's what cops do.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're hiding something, and they don't expect you on the passenger side, 9 times out of 10 you're going to see it before they know you're there.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true. So how long were you in Firefighter?
I still am actually.
Ah,
I'm a jolly volley. So I started
I
the
ride
fire
the big red
academy.
truck.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah. 2007, I
Mm-hmm.
started as a volunteer. I went full-time paid career firefighter in 2011. I just recently left my full-time job at the fire department in March. And driver's side though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I decided to go to the other navy blue uniform that everybody
Yeah.
talks about, and here in this little town that I live in. So
Yeah. Yeah. We keep that anonymous
yes,
for sure. Man, so you've been doing that since 2004. That's crazy.
7.
I know you've got some 07. So
Yeah.
I know you've got some pretty interesting fire stories.
Pretty interesting.
Which one's your most intense? Like which one do you like it's a vivid, it's like it you think about it every so often. Like that's the biggest one.
It's not really a fire per se. It's more of we got called to a lost kid or a missing kid.
Mm-hmm.
We searched for 24 hours or better than 36 hours maybe straight. Ended up they found the kid in the septic tank pipe.
Oh wow.
The kid's dad got annoyed with him and shoved him in the pipe, drowned him. So that's probably the one that sticks with me the most.
Yeah.
So
Holy cow.
yeah, it's a bad deal.
Dad sitting in jail?
Yeah. And the sad thing is he had no remorse. He walked by all of us with a smile on his face. So
what a sick, demented man.
You want to talk about hurting somebody? That'll make you do it right there.
Oh, I'm sure. Wendy's asking, why did you want to make the switch from fire to police?
Okay, so I was talking to you Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
No, Tuesday night, sound check. So I said I had this little story that everything leads to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually triple certified. I'm a firefighter, I'm EMT basic, and I'm law enforcement. The reason for that being is when I started this whole journey, I guess you can call it, I wanted to become a state fire marshal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the state of Texas, where I used to live, you have to be triple certified. So I got my fire and my EMT stuff, and then I moved here and I got my law enforcement stuff. Well, here you only have to be law enforcement. So I ended up triple certified just because now I'm full-time law enforcement. I'm still going to pursue the fire investigator, fire marshal stuff, but I'm going to try to do it with the municipality that I work in.
Nice.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. How many square miles is your jurisdiction?
Bro, you can't be asking me stuff like that.
Do you know? Do you know off the top of your head?
Our city limits is jacked up, so
yeah. Y'all's area is weird.
It's horrible. Like they're looking at annexing stuff to make it a little more square and even out the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. We've got 2 different sets of jurisdictions.
That man right there.
What's up?
He was on last week, and he is an Okie as well.
All right, cool deal.
Bam.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
As you know, we have 2 different jurisdictions. I can't say those for safety reasons, but
right.
They're 5 miles from each other. We have a highway splitting our jurisdiction. It's the same city, but we split jurisdiction 5 miles apart.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we have, yeah, you know all about that.
Yeah. So
I don't know how big it is.
how Deputy Dane, I need to know to you too, because I know our jurisdiction, but how is it now lined up with the Indian territory?
Sucks.
Because now,
Stupid as fuck.
yeah. So for people that don't know about the whole Indian territory, so Wendy says we're all the Oklahomies.
Yeah.
Because Deputy Dane says Oklahomies. Yes. Before I even keep going, Davian asks, did you like doing police work by yourself or with a partner?
Man, it depends. And I think Gorilla can answer this one too. It really depends on the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner can hold you back from doing certain things. I go out and I set a goal for myself, and this is strictly just me. I'm not gonna lie, I try to take somebody to jail every night. I look for DUIs. I like DUIs. If I can take a DUI off the street, cool. If I can get drugs off the street, even better.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
So
we get both of them in the same way.
Absolutely. I set a goal for myself, and I try to at least get either drugs or a DUI, maybe even both. As you know, DUIs take up half of your shift sometimes.
Oh yeah. So for everybody that doesn't know about like Oklahoma is a massive Indian territory. And I believe just in the past year, maybe within a year, I know it was on the Supreme Court and they were talking about it, about changing basically the lines, the territory lines.
This year.
It was this year.
Yeah.
I remember it being a couple years back. So if you're not cross, I want to say cross trained. I know that's not the term. Cross commissioned with Indian law. There's nothing you can do.
Right.
Nothing you can do to that person. You would have to call a federal agent, FBI, to get over.
Or like we have Light Horse, Chickasaw Light Horse.
Y'all have Light Horse. See, so we would have to call Light Horse as well. But you know where I'm at, Light Horse is so far away.
Same.
But we have 2 officers that are cross commissioned. So we would have to call them to actually take care of it.
All of our soups are cross commissioned. All of our full-time guys, we will be cross commissioned. Yeah, McGirt. Stupid McGirt. Sorry. I hate this with a passion, man. I do not like Indian law only because why are you changing shit up now that's been going for hundreds of years? I mean, honestly, makes no sense to me. But everybody that's been charged municipally or district on a state level now gets released out of state jails because they're Indian and hope that the federal agencies pick up the shit that they got dismissed and puts them back into prison. I mean, that's just the way it's going to have to go. People are going to have to start doing their job. Ultimately, the justice system here in the state, they're going to have to start doing their job.
There's one. I personally don't know because I haven't touched into any of it. So
to become cross commissioned, really all my supervisors do is fill out some paperwork, and then I have to go. I can be cross commissioned with Light Horse. I can do things for Light Horse. Now there's a different thing that's federal, which is like BIA or whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
It's called SLEC. You have to get SLEC certified to do all your federal stuff. If you get cross commissioned with Light Horse, you can do tribal stuff. But the BIA stuff, that's whenever you get into your federal. So, and
it's a touchy thing.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
But I do know it's definitely a tough thing to try to like play around, because now if you pull somebody over, you don't know if they're Indian. I mean, you could tell by their tag. It's just a car that they, you know what I mean? But you don't know if that person is with that car anyway. So if they don't say that they have their card, then our department is along the lines of, if they don't tell you or they don't give you their Indian card,
Treat it
then
like they're not.
treat it like they're not, period.
Right.
Because is yours the same way?
No, ours, we just got an email the other day. I don't know who it was from, but it more or less gave us hotlines to call or dispatch numbers to call. They can, if they say that they are, but they can't prove it, you call and verify with the agency, and they'll check and see if they're on. I mean, dude, it's a whole cluster. It's ridiculous.
It's a process.
So
it's a process.
I mean, so we got a trafficking amount of methamphetamines the other day. We made a traffic stop. Hang on just a second, Davon.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it right there.
Let me spit this out real quick. So we were sitting on a house, known dope house, known car. We know the car. The cars, dude, there's so much PC on the car. Taillights weren't working right. Exhaust was busted up. I mean, just stuff wasn't working, and it wasn't fit to be on the road. So we stopped it. All three people in the car were Indian. So luckily my supervisor was on duty, and we ended up getting a trafficking amount.
Wow.
Dude, it's the trafficking amount, it ends up going federal, but there's so much shit going on right now with everybody being released. It's just they're knocking everything down to whatever, like tribal court or whatever. So it sucks. Have you ever had a traffic stop where you told them to get out of the vehicle and tried to run and attack you? I've not had them try to attack me. I have had them get out while I'm talking to them and take off running. That's a normal thing around here because people are stupid. But yeah, it has happened. Luckily I've not been attacked yet. I don't plan on it.
David, there is no weird question. I mean, it's pretty much anything, man. I've had people. Smells like somebody's cooking popcorn. I've had people talk smack to me. I've had people get like really get so mad and so irate that I don't know, man. They don't want the smoke. You know what I mean? They don't want it. Because I mean, the minute I go from super nice to super dick mode, that's an issue.
Somebody's going to jail.
Yeah, 100%. But oh my God, Chris said that they had cocaine washed up on the beach the other day.
Oh,
so they live out in Bama.
Cocaine washed up on the beach. That's interesting.
When he's like, what the fuck, really? So yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, you know, we run into so much stuff, you know, period. And you know, I'm not even close to being, you know, triple like you. I've only been in the law enforcement since 2018, and I love every minute of it.
Absolutely.
But what's crazy is that I remember listening to some of the people, you know, in my jurisdiction. They were always complaining about semi-truck drivers.
Oh,
now, and exactly, and everybody knows Davon. So he's like, "This is how you say my name, Davon."
Thank you. Thank you.
I always screw it up.
That's why I asked. I was like, man, I don't want to screw that up.
Yeah, it's so when the jurisdiction and the people were like, they always complain about, you know, the semi-truck drivers going through the stop signs. You know, I pulled over, no lie, there's no exaggeration. I pulled over maybe 16, 17 of them in a day, if not more. Like easy, because they're rolling through the stop. And when people are mad at me because they're like, no, I stop. And I'm like, no, a stop means all four wheels or all 18 of your wheels stop. You know, and then they're like, well, I don't think you understand how hard it is to get a CDL, you know, and I'm like, I don't understand how hard it is to stop. Don't they teach you how to stop?
Yeah.
It's not a yield sign. So, I mean, but you're just doing your job, you know?
Man, and I'll be honest, I don't like writing CDL holders tickets because it screws with their license. But you see,
naked lady trying to fight people today at the gas station in West Palm. Got it all on video for the most part after the PD was called.
I'm gonna have to see that.
You're gonna have to send me that, bro.
I'm gonna have to see that.
I will totally post all that.
Oh
stuff.
shoot, my supervisor's calling me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna answer it.
Tell him you're on a podcast. Tell him I said, hey, do it.
He probably won't like that. Hang on. Let's see what he wants.
Uh-oh.
Hello. Talking to some friends. What's up? Huh? You're a friend. I'm talking to you too. Oh.
Yeah, Wendy, there's so many certifications and everything out there. There's so many out there.
All right, I gotta go. You're my wife's over there, isn't she?
But
I gotta go. Bye. My wife left the house so that way I can do this without the kids running around bothering me. She went to his house to help. He's expecting a baby, so she went over to help his baby mama to set up the baby's room, and he wanted to interrupt my podcast. Very asshole.
That's cool, man. Whatever.
Him tonight. You okay?
I thought I heard a fire department. I was like, because I smell something. No, I literally smell something here.
Maybe your neighbors are burning some shit down.
Well, we have here where I live. Okay, not in Deputy Dane, not in Mom's closet or Mom's basement. Ma, give me the meatloaf. Not in the basement of my mom's house. But here in my apartment, just on the back side of my apartments, there is transients that live there, and every so often they'll start a fire, and when they start a fire, it gets out of gets out of control for them, and then the fire department, somebody from the apartments call the fire department, and then they show up. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they all live up underneath the this bridge right here and everything. And I see them walking out, and they're like, "Hey man, good morning," at like 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm walking the dogs. Bitch, do not talk to me. Not at 4 o'clock in the freaking morning. I haven't even had my first cup of coffee.
For sure.
I had one guy. I just got off duty, and I'm in my my civilian car. I'm in my car, and I'm cruising, but I'm still in uniform. And I'm cruising. Speed limit's 25. I'm going about 20, 25. Go around a turn. He's in the middle of the fucking road. He yells at me to slow down. I was like, back the car up, roll down the window. And I said, "I'm sorry, what was that?" He was like, "Oh, hey, man, not you. I mean, but you seemed like you were going pretty fast." I said, "Sir, I was going 20 miles an hour, 25, because the speed limit's 25. I said, "What speed do you think I was going?" "Oh, man, it's not you. I'm not really talking to you." I said, "You're in the middle of the fucking road, bro. You're in the middle of the road, and you're yelling at cars. Is there an issue here?" "Nah, man, I'm going to go stand on the other side." I go stand on the side of the street and then yell at them. Don't stand in the middle of the road and yelling at cars.
Hit your ass.
I said, somebody's going to run your ass over, just push you down the road if you're just in a car.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, "Get out of here." And he was like, "Man, you have a safe night, man. I like all you guys. I like all the people in blue. I love you, Blue." I was like, "Yeah, you're my boy, Blue."
Sounds like an EOD waiting to happen, bro.
Oh, yeah, dude. 100%. So yeah. It happens. We get them a lot. They break into our I had to kick a guy out of our apartment complex.
Are you the courtesy officer there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it, dude. I love it. So I get a call that there's a half naked man or a naked man in our laundry room cleaning himself in the wash basin. So of course, throw the shirt on, throw everything on, go running over there, and I can't get in. It's locked.
He locked you out. That's funny.
And, well, it's a digital lock, and I just moved in. Like, I had no idea what the hell was going on. So I text the property manager. I said, "What is the code?" And she tells me the code. And before I even had a chance to get the code, he's standing there and he's got all his clothes in a bag, like his hands are underneath it. And I go, get out. And he's just standing there. And I thought, so I pulled the pistol because I can't see his hands.
Nobody wants to fight the naked guy.
I said, get the fuck out of my get the fuck out of my washroom. He comes walking out. I said, what are you doing here? Oh, a friend of mine let me wash the clothes. I said, no, they didn't. Yeah, they did. And I said, no, they didn't. I said, who do you know? What building? He's like, I said, if you had to think about it, you don't know.
No.
If you know somebody living here, why are you bathing in the washer and dryer in the laundry?
Why aren't you using their shower?
Why aren't you using their shower? I said, you've got 3 seconds to get all your shit and get out. And I said, and if you're not done in 3 seconds, I said, I'm coming in and I'm going to pull your ass out. I don't care where your stuff is. So he came out and I said, I need you to do me a favor. And he goes, what's that? And I said, turn around. Took a picture of him. And I said, this will go to the property manager. And the next time your face is on this property, I said, we're filing charges for trespassing. I said, fuck around and find out. And he's like, no, man, no, we're good. We're good. Whatever. We're good. And he leaves.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Naked people, small world. Yeah. He probably moved to Florida. Have you ever done that? Have you ever like looked it up and said like your name, Florida man, and then your name, and then see what pops up on Google? Like there's everybody's name is in Florida. So you just type in like Florida man and it's like Florida man, John attacks an alligator with scissors and loses. I mean, it's some dumb stuff, but it's funny as shit, dude. I fucking love it. I love typing it in the Google. Hold on, David says, where I live, there is a train track. And this day, the dude was standing on the train track, and then a train was coming, and he got hit and died. Well, yeah.
We have a train. We have a train track where I work too.
Yeah.
I flipping hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
We have a train that's notorious for stopping on all 3 crossings. We have 3 crossings in my city limits. They stop across all 3 crossings, and they'll hold it up for 15 minutes. Sometimes they'll hold it up for an hour and a half.
I remember.
Dude, we started writing tickets for that shit. It was $1,000 per crossing. We'd write $3,000 worth of citations in one pop.
I believe it. I freaking believe it.
We got taken to federal court.
Hey,
we lost.
What if there really?
Oh yeah, dude. The train tracks were there before the city was.
This sucks.
And I was like, you stupid bullshit federal.
But then what needs to happen probably right there because it's right there on Main Street. Same thing with like ours, and I know it's like small towns. It's right there on Main Street. They need to probably start either a bridge or a tunnel like they do here in Norman, like over off of Robinson. There's that they built built it to go down, so the train goes over, and they built it to go underneath it. So that took quite a long time to get that fixed, but they did it, and man, I'll tell you what, bro, that's so much better.
Oh, we get calls every morning. Oh, the train stopped. What do you want me to do about it? Tell them to move?
Yeah,
it happens. It's a federal track. I can't tell them to move.
Yeah, and all they're hearing is the ding, 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 ding all night. Yeah, dude, where I used to live, bro, they ended up turning Norman into like a quiet zone. So they can't blaze their horn. They would start blazing their horns from way back in like Tecumseh, Rock Creek Road, right? They would blaze that horn all the way through until they hit Noble. And I was like, and I remember sleeping and waking up going, you've got to be kidding me, because you heard it. Wah! And then during game day, they would do the same thing. Wah!
I bet.
Then they turned it into a like a quiet zone. Like they're not allowed to do that anymore. And you don't hear them. They're quiet.
Good.
No more horns ablazing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys have a Dalmatian?
Who? Us?
Your fire department?
No.
Why not? Every fire department needs a Dalmatian.
No, we don't staff our fire department.
This is bullshit. Your department needs a Dalmatian to find all the
Our
fire
police
hydrants.
department has a dog. Well, we're getting
Is
a
it
dog.
is it a Dalmatian?
Hell no, dude. It's a fur missile.
No, man. Which one?
Oh, Maligator.
Hold on. What's your favorite weapon to use for? He means cop. Between the taser gun or the stick? Oh, you mean like an asp?
Bro, that's a salty question, man.
That is. What's my
Dang.
favorite weapon?
So we don't carry tasers anymore. It's against our policy now to carry tasers.
What?
It's not against. They've removed it. We carry pepper spray, we carry batons, and obviously we carry our sidearm. Do I like the taser? Hell yes, I love the taser. It's wonderful.
Oh,
I don't know that I would consider my pistol my favorite weapon to use because that's obviously last resort. But I mean, it's a toss up between your baton and your what?
I use that. I think.
Oh yeah,
I think
I'm like,
way
what?
too much. Yeah, I use my cranium.
Yeah. I don't know. It just depends, man.
I like shooting my pistol, like
Yes.
going to the range and requalifying and all that. I love shooting it. But that is my last. That's my last guy to pull out.
Yeah.
It again depends on the situation. If I've got like 3 people coming at me with chainsaws and bayonets and everything else, I'm not going to pull the pepper spray. I'm not pulling the pepper spray. Maybe just to see what happens to them. Maybe pull the pepper spray, blast them, and already have the pistol in hand, wait, and
oh, you're still running? Okay.
Oh, you're still. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. But yeah, we don't carry at my department. We don't carry pepper spray.
Yeah, we used to not. We used to not, but we're going to that. Some of the agencies that we work with carry pepper ball guns.
Hell yeah,
bro! Have you ever seen one?
Yes, they look like a paintball gun.
It's a Tippmann 98.
Yes,
literally, it's a Tippmann 98.
Yes,
it's full of paint or pepper balls. So a neighboring agency had a guy that barricaded himself in the house, and he was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm not coming out." They were like, "The fuck you're not." Dude, they loaded his AC.
Okay.
They loaded his AC down with pepper balls, and he come out throwing up, bro. It was wonderful.
Yeah. Nobody got hurt. He got a little sick.
A little.
I mean, I'm sure his eyes were burning and his lungs were burning, and I'm pretty sure, but he's okay.
Yeah.
He'll survive.
Oh yeah.
I have a new shotgun, right? That I just got.
Oh.
Yeah. So this shotgun is a bullpup.
Oh.
And it is a beautiful piece of machinery.
Do they let you carry that on duty?
No.
That's stupid.
I told my chief, I was like, listen, man, here's the deal.
Wonderful.
I want to go in a house with this gun. He goes, no.
Breach gun.
I said, please. He said, no. I said, pretty please. I'll even buy you breakfast. He said, no.
Well, damn.
So, yeah. So I can't use that. We still have to use the Remington 88. You know what I mean? Which is, it's still that's a good shotgun, but
we got the 870s
style of the pulse.
Carry.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. The 870s. I'm thinking Maverick. Yeah. But that bullpup, bro. I've got, that's beautiful. Fed Up in Alabama is asking, do you have any MDIS in your vehicle?
What is an MDIS?
That's a really good question. Because I
know, is it like a computer? Because we're too small. We don't have that cool shit.
We have. I was thinking the medical, like an AED. We carry in the back of ours. We each vehicle has a portable backpack that has a AED in it, and it's got everything medical in the backpack. Yeah, bro, it's a good deal because we have a lot of old timers in the police.
Yeah, we actually just ran a code today.
Mobile data.
Oh.
So I'm thinking the tough book.
No,
you don't have a laptop?
Hell no, dude. We're like stuck in the 70s.
Oh, I'm totally not going to be a reserving for y'all.
I'm kidding, bro. We're not stuck in the 70s.
Y'all are stuck in the 70s. Do you still use
Right.
handwritten?
Yeah, we do use handwritten. We're working on that though. I heard we're working on that. We drive Durangos though. We have some badass Durangos, man. I'm just saying, they're pretty bad.
Let me tell you, man. My department, we've got the digi ticket. We pull
Dude,
somebody over. We go.
I would write tickets every day, like
Our,
all shift.
our chief was like, he said, what did chief say? He says don't do a written warning, a verbal warning, because the verbal warning, of course, is going to be on your. Just do a written warning. He says, just give them a written warning and we're good. And I was like, cool. So there's a lot of times that I'll just, give a written warning, but I do give out citations. I haven't lately.
Softy.
I
said, you're a softy.
I'm really not, dude. I pulled a guy over. He was going like 50 and a 35.
Hell yeah.
He was like 80. He was like 86 years old. I gave him his first ticket. Yeah. He went right into the place and he was like, I got my first ticket. Here you go. I'm gonna go ahead and pay it. And the ladies were laughing. He goes, I can't believe it. He just gave me my first ticket. And they go, who was it? And they looked and they saw it and they were like, yeah, he doesn't care.
Man,
similar to a CAD.
Yeah, he's talking about the computers.
Yeah,
for sure.
I know my department. We've got mobile tech. We've got GeoSafe.
We have Geo. We do have Geo. So that's, we do have it.
So GeoSafe, if I don't know if anybody really knows what GeoSafe is, it's like GPS for the police. Yep. We can actually message each other back and forth. We can get a hold of another department that if we're in a pursuit, you could do almost everything off that. And if you have an iPhone, you can actually use your iPhone. So if you're in foot pursuit, you have your iPhone and you have your GeoSafe up, bro, it's got your pinpoint accuracy right on point, and they know exactly where you're at.
Yep.
So the GeoSafe is a bomb. It's expensive though, from what I was told. But if you share it with another department, you guys are all keyed up. So that's what the cool part is. Clinton wants to know if we still have AOL. No.
Thanks, Clinton.
We have MSN. Oh man.
So the other night I was running some traffic, man. It's
wait a minute. Hold on. There's a question right here. Do any of you guys use the beanbag shotties?
So rumor has it, this is just rumor, but supposedly Soups are supposed to be getting some bag launchers, man. So I'm pretty excited about that shit.
Now, I do know of a department, Chris, that has like a 40 cal.
Yeah, the 40 millimeter rubber bullet shooter.
Yeah, and it's in a yellow gun. It looks like a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
They throw the shell in there, thunk, click, ding, pull, and it's a rubber bullet.
Oh, it hurts.
Coming at you.
It's gotta hurt so bad.
Mach 6, bro. That's like getting hit with a baseball.
What's wrong? My chest is collapsed.
My arm is broken. It's not broke. You just got a big bruise. And by the time you're like, let me see, your arm is like this. You're like, oh my God, man. Yeah, you must got hit with that 40 cal. Dude, that is a beast. Yeah. So I do know of a department as well that they also have a folding AR that they walk around during certain football games, and they put it in a backpack and walk around.
What?
It's a folding AR. Yeah. So the backpack's got extra mags in it, but yeah, it's a folding AR, and it just kind of just folds up, and they just go click. You know it's at the butt stock. You know it's back there. It doesn't. It can't go anywhere else, but it folds up and it stuffs into a backpack, and they walk around the whole campus. And when you see him walking around that whole campus with that backpack, boy, he is the real deal. He is not. He's a cool ass officer. But yeah, big man. Yeet.
Mhm.
You're getting yeeted
Sure.
with that fucking gun.
For sure.
Absolutely. That sucker is going to hurt like hell. Hurt like hell. Mike says, I've been shot with a beanbag gun.
Yeah. More power to you, bro.
What'd you do, man?
Fuck that.
Yeah, I know. I was watching a show where they were like chasing this guy down. I can't remember the name of the show, man. And they're chasing this guy down and they're all pissed off and he gets cornered. And they're like, "Man, do you want to shoot him?" And he looks and he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I want to shoot him." And he says, "Here." And he hands him the blue shotgun. He throws a beanbag round in there and he's like, "Stand still." And he's like, "What? No." And they pull the trigger and they hit him with a beanbag. And he goes, "You should have just shot me."
Oh, I can't even imagine, man.
Dude, that was wrong. That was
up too.
Dude, I laughed, but I was like, I mean, it's TV. I mean, you can't do that shit in real life. Like, yeah, I'm tired of running, so I just want to shoot this guy with a beanbag round. No,
Right.
it's no. But dude, just the thought of it, it's like, oh, yes. Davon asked, "What made you become an officer?"
Man, so I actually started off in Police Explorers. I don't know if any of y'all know what that is, but this is gonna sound funny, but it's like Boy Scouts, but it's for cops.
Mm-hmm.
But you have like a meeting post. You have a meeting like every week, and you have uniforms, you have ranks, you have duty rigs, you have everything just like a cop does. But it's like a junior fireman, but for the police. You go on rideouts. I know a lot of cops. My uncle was a cop in Ohio. I don't know. I want to say I just was called to it, just like the fire side of things, man. It's one of those things. Yeah, it helps my career to have all three of the hats, but I don't know.
Were you ever in the service?
No.
I wasn't either.
Should have been.
I should have went, but I didn't go. But Chris says that he thinks that all cops should carry beanbag. Yeah.
I don't disagree with you.
I think all cops should start carrying some sim rounds too.
Bro, you got to play with those? Man. So we had an instructor from Moore PD come and do a active shooter class yeah. Let me tell you.
We did active shooter too.
That shit is bomb.
Yeah. I think what if we started carrying those rather than like a taser?
They hurt like hell.
They hurt like hell, but it might stop. Bro, I would love to do that. Yeah,
I'd carry it.
Yeah, I'd carry it all day. I might just shoot my fellow officer by accident with that.
Yeah.
Like, my bad, bro.
We were at this class. So we were at this class. It was up at what was that? Nakoma Park.
Oh yeah.
At their training facility. And so we were doing this, and some of the Air Force guys came in, and they were like, "No, you don't, dude. No, you don't. No." So the Air Force guys came in, and I guess some kids had broken into it's like an old school. So they were doing their active shooter stuff, but they were carrying the AR sim rounds. Bro.
Yes.
The dudes were still in there. They lit them the fuck up.
Oh, shit. Yes.
Every one of them got shot like 30 times.
Oh, my gosh. The AR rounds are no joke.
Oh, dude. It's like full loaded 50 grand.
Oh, no.
They lit them up.
That sounds like so much fun. I don't want to be the recipient of these bullets coming at me.
And all it is little lipstick rounds.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Have you ever had a case where you were chasing someone and you lost it? All the time, man. All the time. So it just and a lot of that is, I don't know that I would say we've lost them. We've gotten called off because of traffic. If traffic's heavy, then a lot of times our supervisor will say, it's better that you stop pursuing. Another agency picks them up, they can pursue charges or whatever. But
Right.
I mean,
Because you have to watch out for your
yeah,
town. You have to watch out for your city.
for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's just like Chris said, he's been tased. Oh my, it
I've been
sucks.
tased just to carry one.
I've been tased. Yeah,
Bro,
it is no joke. I got
I'll
hit with
never
that
volunteer for
X2.
that shit again.
Mm-mm. I got hit with that X2, that yellow one.
Nope.
That one is a beast, dude. That one will put down a fucking bear because that
You
one
see
never.
the X7, a
Yes.
new one.
Yeah, I'm not playing with that. What is it, like
Wow.
60,000?
It's
60,000?
50,000, but the
Oh, it's still
pulse
50?
rate, the pulse rate per second is like 19 pulses per second
No,
or some shit. Dude,
No.
it's something stupid. It's like, blah.
dude. Ours
No.
is nasty. I know that I think ours is the X2. It's got the 2 cartridges in the front, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
you pull the trigger on one of them, bow, and somebody else goes running, you could turn around and shoot that one too,
We
bow,
still
and
have
have
the
them both on it,
X26.
and have them both on a on like leashes,
Yeah,
and keep hitting that button, and they both start flopping around.
Yeah.
Pop, pop.
for sure.
Have you ever shot a dog with a taser?
Is that a question, or are you asking me that?
I'm asking you that.
No, I have not.
I have.
This is
So
pretty awesome.
I've got one up on you.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, the dog did not like it at all.
No, of course not.
But,
Nobody does.
I mean, that dog yelled less than I did when I got tased.
Hmm.
I yelled a lot more.
Well, it's a lot less water weight.
Absolutely. Have y'all ever caught a most wanted person?
Bro. Oh, funny story.
We actually had the U.S. Marshal come into our town.
Hey, so you may have heard this, but they had an escaped prisoner from McAllister 2 months ago.
Mhm.
So he came to our town. Like, they gave us a bolo for him.
Really?
Said he was south of a certain location, and we were like, "Oh, hey man, he's coming straight through town."
Woo!
So this motherfucker decides to stop at one of the only 3 gas stations in town and get gas. And my soup drives up and was like, "Oh, hey, there he is." So he goes to do a felony stop on him, and he's like, "Hey, I'm out with this vehicle." So I light up. I was like, "Screw this.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way." Well, my dumb ass didn't turn my shit off in time, and he heard me coming. And off we went into a Wild Blue Yonder 115-mile-an-hour pursuit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he was. We searched for him for, well, a day and a half. U.S.
Wow.
Marshals were there. They brought out DOC K9 units. They brought out. I mean, stupid amounts of people. So that was just 2 months ago.
Golly.
He ended up beating the cafeteria worker. He beat her, took her keys to the facility, took her keys to her car and her DOC radio, and stole her car.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fed Up in Alabama says, "What is the funniest thing you ever got in 1015 with?" The funniest thing?
I don't know about funny. It's kind of disturbing, but I can share it with you. We stopped a guy.
Hold on. What
the fuck?
Yeah. Oh my God. Anything. Anyway, go ahead.
We didn't really. I assume your 1015 is arrest just like ours.
I think so. That's what it seems like.
Okay. Oh, it says in custody. Duh, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, man. I'm running on fumes. I go on duty at midnight tonight. So
you're good.
Let's see. I wouldn't say he went 10-15 with this, but we stopped a guy. And I hope this is okay for me to share on live, but anything goes, right?
It's. I mean,
I mean,
it's fine with
I'm
me.
asking mods. Do
I mean, the mods are going to do their thing,
do
but I
we have a
mean,
limit?
no.
So this cat, he had warrants or some shit. We inventory his car. He's
Mm.
got loaded rigs. Um, he's got a backpack, and in that backpack contains some adult toys. It also contains some female clothing, lingerie. We asked him what this was for, and he said, "Oh, I wear it and use it." And I'm like, "What the fuck, bro?" Dude, I put this on my grandfather. Dude had a curling iron in his bag.
For what?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
For that?
He heated it up, bro.
Holy moly!
And he would, yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, buddy.
He
He told
yeeted.
us, he's like, I enjoy it. I was like, what the fuck?
A curling iron. Bro.
Curling iron.
Did he turn it on?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, bro.
I can't even imagine any
It
of
was
it.
hot, like burnt. Like there was burnt stuff on it. There was burnt stuff on it. I was like, what the hell?
To hell with to hell with a Brazilian wax.
Right?
Just burn them suckers right off.
Yeah.
Look, Big Man Basson says that shit's kinky, bro.
Whatever.
David is asking the saddest case. Ooh, I have a couple of them.
Man. Somebody's trying to break into my room here. I don't know. I don't know that I've worked like a go.
Daddy.
What?
I
You want to say hi to these guys? Come here.
Who is that?
Come here.
Who is it?
Uh-oh, family man.
Hey, look. Say hi. Tell them hi.
What's up?
That's the gorilla. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey. Welcome to the show.
I'll be out there in a little bit, okay?
Mama.
What?
Daddy.
Hey.
Who else is going to be there?
I mean, you got to go. Misty, get her. Anyways, I don't know that I've really
Daddy.
worked a sad case.
Daddy.
You're being rude right now.
I wanna help, and I wanna see you.
Okay, well, you got to sit right there and be quiet.
Daddy.
All right. I don't know that I've really worked a.
I want pancakes.
Yeah, right. That's every morning, literally. I don't know that I've worked a super sad case. Probably most of mine are DHS stuff, where kids get removed from houses.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that sucks.
I have a couple that that they kind of hit hard, because since it being in a small town, the people, they just know each other. You know what I mean? So we don't. We try to keep everything hush hush, but
You look like a gorilla to me.
I do. Did she say I do look like a gorilla?
You said you don't look like a gorilla to her.
This show is over. Goodbye. Anyway, so
Wow. See, you're getting me kicked off. You got to go out here for a minute. Yeah.
But I think the one that there's a couple of them. I remember doing CPR on a gentleman, and that was a no-go for me. So there's just a couple of them that kind of stuck. They kind of stick with you, and your first CPR. You remember that. You remember that pop, and once you got that pop, it's that sticks with you. So that one right there really. I remember Chief asking me if I was okay. I remember my sergeant asking me if I was okay. And I said, yeah, I'm okay. But I don't think I really was. I think for about 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, sleeping like maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple hours here, an hour there, because you just couldn't sleep. But my closure was escorting him to his site and escorting his family. And that was my closure. Right. And it was done. I could go back to sleep.
Yeah, I've got one.
And I did that on my off day. That was my off day. There was no pay. There was no nothing. I went down there just to be the respect.
Right.
And that's it. That's probably one of mine. That and my our old county clerk, her husband passed away on New Year's. And that one kind of, I didn't know him personally, but that one kind of rubbed me a little wrong because I know her, chief knew him, everybody knew him. He was a nice guy, but I think what happened was that he I guess coughing or whatever, and he had really bad asthma, and his inhalers and everything were in the car.
Oh no.
Yeah. That was on New Year's Day of this year. And that kind of burned me. I was like, it sucked. It really sucked.
I speak of being EMT. I used to ride an ambulance a little while, a couple years ago, and took a regular patient transfer. We picked up a patient, was taking him to the Indian hospital. She had an allergic reaction, went to a Mexican food place, and they had put something in her food that she was allergic to. Picked her up. He said, "Oh, she's stable. Y'all good to go." I'm sitting there on my tablet, typing in all my information, and talking to her. She's fine. She's like, "Oh, I got a little itch in my throat, whatever." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go up here and talk to my driver for a minute." So I get in the captain's seat behind her, and she quits talking to me.
Daddy, let me be in here.
No.
Why?
And I'm like, "Hey,
Daddy, I'm here. Daddy, why don't I tell you something?
go." Thank you. Sorry, man.
You're good, man. This is live, so it's like there's no edits. We know. I mean, I've got my 2 dogs, and this is just what happens, and that's all good.
So she's quit talking to me, and I get back up there, and she's purple. Like,
oh wow, that fast.
The tickle in her throat was actually anaphylaxis coming back. So I ended up having to hit her with epinephrine. For all you guys that don't know, epinephrine is I guess you can call it a drug that can counter a allergic reaction. It's more or less a huge steroid. Hit her with it, and I ended up having to hit her with it twice.
Oh shit!
2 rounds, 0.5 apiece, and luckily it worked. But that screwed me up for a while. I got put on anxiety meds. I got put on blood pressure meds for that. Dude, like it sent me over. So like that was right before my son was born in 2018, 2019, something like that.
Wow, dude.
And it was instant. I could feel my blood pressure. My whole arm was numb. It was just stress of that whole call. I mean, it seemed like it took an hour and a half to get her back to the hospital because we turned around. But yeah, then you talked about closure. I think the closure was, and I ended up leaving that agency. I couldn't do it anymore. I was working 3 jobs. My supervisor that worked there at the time called me and was like, "Hey, your allergic reaction patient came in and wanted to thank you for saving her life." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." I was like, sorry I can't be there.
Yeah.
But I had to hide. I mean, I left. That was mostly my reason for leaving. I'm not going to lie. It jacked with me a lot. And it's one of them things that people give people shit over. But it's real.
Oh, yeah.
It's real. So,
and it happens too, for sure. That sucks, man.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, and for a lot of people, they're like, what's the big deal? I could have done that. I could have done that. But if you keep getting calls, that are very similar or whatever, man, it's one good one will hit you right in the fucking groin. And you're going to be like, okay, I can't.
Yeah. And I think the one that's going to absolutely every day Well, not every day, but I get called to the school quite a bit. So yeah,
it's a tough job, but it's very, if being a police officer, if you were to collectively have the people that you helped, throughout your career, if you had them collectively come to you and say thank you, bro, that's what makes it worth it.
it's a
Even
hard
if you
job,
get it,
but it's very rewarding.
it's very rewarding. And it's, if you can get through to one child and say, listen, dude, I know what you're going through because I was there. I wasn't born an adult.
Yeah.
Despite what kids probably think, we thought the same thing growing up. Y'all, you guys were never kids, whatever, because we didn't know our parents as kids. So we just assumed they were just parents. So it's kind of like, you just roll with the punches, but man, it's a very rewarding job. And, I love every bit of it. I love, the common sense aspect of it as well, because man, it's kind of like, you did what? You can't do that. And they're like, what do you mean you can't? Would you ask that question again and really think about what you just said?
Yeah.
And they sit there and they're like, oh yeah, see, you can't do
even,
that.
Even the officer discretion part of the job, and not everybody has to go to jail.
No,
you can handle the situation and de-escalate stuff.
Oh, 100%. You know how many met, well, I did one good one. She was EOD, but I've talked to 2 people that had mental health issues, and I literally talked them down, like just really came down to their level. Like the one lady, she said that she asked me if I ever watched Dr. Phil, and I'm like, hell yeah, I love me Dr. Phil. And I got down to her level, and next thing you know, me and her, we were cool.
Yep.
We were like best friends.
Yep. Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. That sucks. Chris says, I seen a guy get coupled into a train. That sucks. To just see that.
All right.
I saw when I was younger. You ready for this one? I was about 17 years old. I just moved to Florida. I didn't know anybody. I just moved to this little city, Pembroke Pines, actually. Just moved there. I was on a school bus. I was there maybe a month. All of a sudden, we're sitting at a stoplight. And we're getting ready to turn right. And all of a sudden, we hear the screeching of tires and then this loud bang. And then the tires again. Right? Next thing you know, I kind of look out and you see this car get little airborne, flip upside down, and land upside down in a little pond.
Nice.
Now you're hearing it. Now you hear the car running. Right? And I thought, I got to get off this bus. The bus driver goes, I can't let you off. And I grabbed the handle and I said, you didn't. And I opened up the door and I took off. I ran across about 6 to 8 lanes of traffic to that car because there was somebody in that car. Run over there. Now it's a Fox body Mustang. People know Fox body Mustangs.
2-door. Yep.
And I cannot break the windows. All the windows were up. I can't break them because they were submerged underwater by so much. The angle and everything. The only window that was not underwater was the little triangle on the passenger side. That little itty bitty triangle. Do you know how many times I kicked that fucking thing to break it?
There's no telling.
1 million. Because that car is still running. It's not off. It's still running. And I'm kicking the shit out of it. Next thing I know, there's another person coming up behind me. And it's another kid off of the school bus. I kicked the shit out of it, broke it, reached in, unlocked the door, and swung it open, just yanked it. I went into the car. Now, the lady was in her seatbelt upside down. Her head was underwater. She was panicking and pushing the throttle, right? Trying to get out. So I grab her, push her up, unlock the seatbelt, open up the door for him. He grabs her. I kill the car. We grab her purse and get out the car. Now, When the paramedics came, everybody came. She was like just shaking up. She's like, oh my gosh. She was breathing and she didn't drown. Nothing happened. There was no CPR. I mean, everything happened so fast. And the kid that helped me, he got interviewed by the news and he says, I didn't really do anything. He says that other kid did it. He goes, but I don't know his name. He lives over here somewhere, but I don't know his name. Nobody could find me. So we're eating dinner. Me and my family, we're eating dinner. And I told mom about the news and she was like, whatever, didn't really pay any attention to it. All of a sudden I hear the news on and they're interviewing him. And I look over and I look at mom. Mom looks at me. Everybody at the table turns around and looks at me. And I was like, yeah. And when he said it wasn't me, that other guy did most of it. Bro, my parents were, my mom, my grandmother, my sister were like, you've got to be kidding me. And I was like, yeah, man, that's what happened. That's the story.
Hell yeah.
So that was probably the first time that I think I actually saved somebody. And
Man, once you get a taste of it,
and it was done after that.
It's done. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's addicting to help people. Honestly.
Yeah, and I think there's certain levels where I actually was like, okay, this is what I want to do, and that's what I did. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's no really comments. Man crushed by the car. But we are a little over an hour, my man. And I know you got your kid there and I know you got things to do and it's getting a little late, a little 9:20. It's 10:20 on the East Coast and most of those people are on the East Coast.
Hey,
I tweet.
Clinton's ready for bed.
Yeah, I think he is. I had to do CPR he had to do CPR on his grandmother.
Oh,
dude, I think before you get your driver's license,
they should have to.
I think CPR. that should be a requirement. Everybody needs to learn how to do CPR. If not, if you don't do it when you get your driver's license, do it when you have a baby.
Hey, hit me up. I'll teach it to you. I'm an instructor.
Yeah,
hit me up, Gorilla.
Absolutely. I'm certified, but I'm always down to keep the training up. So, but we're definitely going to get the end of the show. And I appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I really do. So if you guys aren't following him on TikTok, he is on TikTok. Okay, Fire Officer. Check him out. He's got some food. He's a little foodie. He loves grilling. He loves cooking. He's always on his Snapchat too. Check out my food. And I'm like, this guy's a dick because it looks good. And I'm over here eating ramen noodles.
We had pork chops last night. We made ravioli tonight.
Yeah, pork chops last night. But man, I really appreciate you coming on the show. I really do. Just hang out backstage for a few minutes. I'll get everybody to come back. We'll only hang out for a little bit. I want to get some information from you real quick. All right. So you guys, thank you so much for tonight.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put you backstage for a minute. All right, you guys. So here's the deal, my man. So what we're going to do tonight, of course, we do our world famous. We'll say world famous. Fuck it. Because we do have subscribers from all over the world. I got to drop this down a little bit. So we're going to find a good motivation, right? This is the part we always say, motivate. You know what? Here's a good one. Just fucking read. Just listen to this one. Look out for those who look out for you. Loyalty is everything. Okay. That right there that speaks volume for everybody. I feel like Jerry Springer sometimes when I say these things. So look out for those who look out for you. Loyalty is everything. You guys be good, be safe. Wendy, Clinton, come on back through. You guys, I really appreciate you for coming out and hanging out and watching the show and, like the button, hit that like button, share it, and we'll go from there. We're just going to keep moving on. All right. You guys have an outstanding night. And of course, yep. Okay, Fire Officer is also coming back next week with another fellow officer. So you guys, what the hell? My phone's blowing up right now. Hold on. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. Nope. So anyway, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna send that one to Wendy. Let her post it. But yeah, thanks you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or complaints, please don't call me. Call somebody else that actually really gives a shit. Okay. Anyway, I love y'all. Be good, be safe, and don't take anybody's shit. All right.